We live in a world filled with uncertainty and constant change. We are bombarded with noise, distractions, and constant updates about things happening tomorrow, next week, and in the distant future. It's easy to feel anxious, stressed, and overwhelmed by the things we cannot control. But what if there was a way to navigate life with more peace, purpose, and clarity? What if we could learn from the wisdom of the Stoics to make sense of the chaos around us? Today we're going to explore some timeless lessons from Stoicism that can help you live a life that's not only more peaceful, but also more fulfilling. These principles can help you navigate life with wisdom, courage, and resilience, no matter what challenges you face. 1. Don't worry about tomorrow. One of the core principles of Stoicism is learning to focus on what's within your control and letting go of what isn't. This means letting go of anxiety about the future. As Epictetus wisely said, "Do not be anxious about what will happen tomorrow, for the same everlasting Father who cares for you today will care for you tomorrow and every day. Either he will shield you from suffering or he will give you unfailing strength to bear it." So often we spend time worrying about what may or may not happen in the future, but what if we redirected that energy toward the present moment? Life has a way of throwing unexpected challenges at us, but the Stoics teach us that whether good or bad, we can face the future with strength and resilience. By focusing on what you can control today, your actions, your thoughts, your attitude, you can step forward into tomorrow with calm confidence. 2. Embrace change as the only constant. The Stoics teach us that nothing in life is permanent except for change itself. Life moves in cycles, and no matter how much we resist or try to cling to the past, change is inevitable. The only constant is the flow of time. As Heraclitus said, everything flows. Aristotle even wrote about the painful nature of learning through experience, stating, "He who learns must suffer, and even in our sleep, pain that cannot forget falls drop by drop on the heart. And in our own, despite against our will, comes wisdom to us by the awful grace of the gods." We must embrace change and accept that growth often comes through struggle and discomfort. What does this mean for you? It means that when life changes unexpectedly, instead of resisting, we need to adjust and adapt. Instead of fearing change, we must learn to see it as an opportunity for growth. 3. Recognize patterns and learn from history. If we look back on history, we can see that human struggles, conflicts, and triumphs often repeat themselves. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "Look back over the past with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can see the future too." History offers us an invaluable lesson. Many of the things we face today, whether they're personal challenges or societal issues, are not entirely new. Others have faced similar challenges before us, and their responses can teach us much about how to handle the present. By recognizing these patterns, we can better prepare ourselves for what comes. The Stoics urge us to look to the past, not just to learn about our ancestors, but to learn about human nature itself. Everything that happens today has happened before, and understanding those patterns gives us a better chance of navigating the future. 4. Filter out the noise and focus on what matters. One of the most powerful tools the Stoics teach us is the ability to filter out the noise in our lives. We live in a time where we are constantly surrounded by distractions, news, social media, opinions, expectations, and fears. What Marcus Aurelius observed is that we love ourselves more than other people, but we care more about the opinions of others than our own. We give so much weight to the opinions and judgments of others, often neglecting our own inner wisdom. The Stoics encourage us to filter out the noise of external validation and instead focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and values. By doing so, we can build a strong foundation grounded in our sense of self. Epictetus also reminds us that only the educated are free. Education in this sense doesn't just mean academic learning, but understanding wisdom, virtue, and what truly matters in life. And this knowledge allows us to be free from the distractions that keep us from living a meaningful life. 5. Practice mindfulness and be present. Stoicism teaches us that the essence of a good life lies not in what has happened or will happen, but what is happening right now. The present moment is all we have. When we stop to think about it, life is fleeting, and time passes far quicker than we realize. As Epictetus said, do not seek to have events happen as you want them to. Instead, want them to happen as they do happen, and your life will go well. This simple but profound statement encourages us to stop fighting against the flow of life. When we embrace the present as it is, without wishing it were different, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. Mindfulness is a central practice in Stoicism. When you focus on the present moment, you stop worrying about the past or future. You become fully aware of what's happening around you and within you. By cultivating mindfulness, you can better manage your emotions, make clearer decisions, and live more intentionally. 6. Life is short, use your time wisely. The Stoics remind us that life is brief, and that we should make the most of every moment. Marcus Aurelius said, "Life is short, and that's all there is to say. Get all you can from the present, thoughtfully, justly." We can spend so much time focusing on what comes next, on what we don't have, or on what we wish we could change. But the Stoics remind us to be present, to value the time we have, and to make the most of it. Our actions today may take time to show results, but they're laying the foundation for the future. The choices you make now, the way you live today, will have long-term consequences. Make sure your actions align with your values and your goals. Don't waste time on things that don't matter. Time is precious, and once it's gone, it can never be reclaimed. 7. Serve others for a meaningful life. Finally, one of the core tenets of Stoicism is that a good life is a life lived in service to others. Stoicism doesn't regard service as some noble act. It's seen as an essential part of living well. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What is not good for the swarm is not good for the bee. The individual and the collective are deeply connected. What's good for the community is good for you." Serving others not only contributes to the greater good, but it enriches your own life. It shifts the focus from self-centeredness to compassion, helping you find greater purpose and meaning in everyday life. Engaging in acts of service improves your mental state, makes you more connected to the world around you, and helps you maintain a sense of gratitude for what you have. In conclusion, Stoicism offers us timeless wisdom for living a fulfilling life. By focusing on what we can control, accepting change, recognizing the patterns in life, filtering out the noise, and embracing the present moment, we can navigate life with a greater peace and resilience. Life may be full of challenges, but with the guidance of Stoic philosophy, we can rise above the chaos and live with clarity, purpose, and strength. Remember, life is short. Be mindful, serve others, and embrace the power of the present moment. The Stoics have shown us the way. Now it's up to us to walk the path.